They start on the ground with Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 14 carries, 67 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson.
Mayfield's pass.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A gain of 15.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Are you serious, dog?
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
To number 86.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Number 81.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After review of the play.
Now on fourth down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And his kick is good.
The field goal is good.
And the Bucks take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Diggs, incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
On play action, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there. And the Bills will move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Bills nothing.
On 1st down, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break out the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
And he is going to have a Bucks 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he's so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's brought down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. All told it's an even 30 and a first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
For the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Mayfield now from the 50. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
To Alvin Kamara.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Buccaneer
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mayfield's pass.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Makes this point after right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. In the game you're watching, it's been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Bucks to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mayfield on the keeper. It's a gain of...
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
on the handoff.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
It's a 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there, because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
On the ground, Geis, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. This man on the out route. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out. 22. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Play fake. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
On first down, Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is Geis. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason. He's got daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gay is on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Holding offense.
What's he talking about, ref?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Now Allen again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Third and less than a yard.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Mayfield.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Complete to Alvin Kamara.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Mayfield to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One last shot from Mayfield here, and they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a